Sitting here in the quiet before the world fully wakes, I feel a deep sense of gratitude that we can share this space together. If these moments of prayer touch your soul and help you find a closer connection with our Creator, I would be so honored if you chose to stay with us by subscribing to Miracle Prayer Studio. Your presence here strengthens this small circle of faith, and together we can walk this path of grace day by day, seeking the light that never fades. Lent always seems to arrive just when our hearts feel the most cluttered, offering a necessary pause in the middle of our busy lives. We often carry so much weight without even realizing it, moving through our days with a quiet heaviness that we've simply learned to accept as normal. We find ourselves building walls to protect our emotions, unintentionally turning our spirits into fortresses where even God's warmth has a hard time reaching. This season invites us to step away from the noise and look honestly at the landscape of our inner selves, acknowledging the dry places that are thirsty for a bit of living water. Humanity has a strange way of trying to fix everything on its own, yet we frequently find that our own strength only takes us so far before we feel the ache of our limitations. We try to be perfect, to keep every plate spinning, and to present a version of ourselves that looks strong and unshakable to the outside world. But beneath that surface, many of us are just longing for a place where we don't have to perform or prove our worth. Faith, in its simplest form, is that permission to stop running and finally let ourselves be found by the one who has been following our footsteps all along. Walking this Lenten journey together reminds me that we are never truly alone in our struggles or our silent hopes. Each of us carries a different story, a different set of scars, and a different prayer tucked away in the corners of our minds, yet we are bound by the same human need for renewal. We are like travelers in a vast desert, looking for the same oasis, realizing that the journey is much more bearable when we share the path and offer each other a hand when the ground gets uneven. Opening our souls to grace requires a certain kind of bravery, the kind that isn't loud or boastful, but quiet and yielding. It means admitting that we cannot mend our own brokenness, and that we need a power much greater than our own to soften the parts of us that have grown cold or indifferent. As we prepare to pray, let's hold on to the truth that God isn't looking for a polished speech. He is looking for the humble, messy, and honest reality of who we are right now, in this very second. In the book of Ezekiel, specifically in chapter 36, verse 26, the Father speaks a promise that feels like a cooling rain upon a parched field, saying, "I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh." My King, I hear these words and they settle deep within me, stirring a hope that I had almost forgotten how to hold. This promise of a new heart isn't just an ancient story. I feel it as a personal invitation to let go of the rigid, unyielding parts of my spirit that I have carried for far too long. A heart of stone sounds so heavy, so cold, and so incapable of truly feeling the nudge of your spirit. Yet I recognize how often I have allowed my own heart to become exactly that. I have let disappointment layer itself like sediment, hardening my reactions and making me less sensitive to the beauty and the needs of the people you have placed in my life. Father in heaven, the thought of you reaching into the depths of my being to replace that hardness with something soft and alive fills me with a quiet wonder. A heart of flesh is a heart that can bleed, a heart that can feel the sting of another's pain, and a heart that can dance with the joy of your presence. You don't want me to be a statue of faith, immovable and perfect. You want me to be a living, breathing reflection of your mercy, capable of being moved and changed by your love. Jesus, as I sit with this verse, I ask you to help me identify where the stone has formed within me. Perhaps it is in the way I judge others too quickly to avoid looking at my own faults, or in the way I have become cynical about the possibility of change in my own character. I invite you into those dark, cramped spaces where I have tucked away my old hurts and my lingering fears. Please use your gentle hands to break away the crust of my ego and the layers of my self-protection, revealing the vulnerable soul that you created me to be before the world told me I needed to be hard. My dear Lord, this communion with you this morning feels like a fresh start, a moment where the old things are starting to lose their grip and the newness of your spirit is beginning to breathe life into my tired lungs. I don't want to just read these words. I want to live inside them, allowing the reality of your transformative power to reshape my thoughts and my intentions. I am focusing all my attention on you now, turning away from the distractions of the upcoming day to simply be present in the light of your promise. Father, I offer you this day before a single task has been started or a single problem has been solved. I place the next few hours into your hands, asking that you would be the architect of my time and the guide for my footsteps. Every meeting I attend, every conversation I have, and every quiet moment of work I undertake, I want to do it all as a gift back to you. I surrender my desire to control the outcome of my efforts, choosing instead to trust that you are working in the background of my life even when I cannot see the progress. My King, I entrust my worries to you, those nagging thoughts that usually follow me like a shadow from the moment I wake up. I lay them down at the foot of your throne, knowing that you are more than capable of carrying what feels too heavy for me. Whether it's financial stress, health concerns, or the simple anxiety of a long to-do list, I choose to release my grip on these things and place my confidence in your providence. You are the one who clothes the lilies of the field and feeds the birds of the air, and I know that I am much more precious to you than they are. Jesus, I offer you my relationships today, asking that you would use me as an instrument of your peace in my home and in my workplace. I give you my words before I speak them, praying that they would be seasoned with grace and kindness rather than frustration or pride. If I encounter someone who is difficult or someone who is hurting, let me see them through your eyes with a heart of flesh that is quick to understand and slow to condemn. I want my presence in the world today to be a small reflection of the way you have welcomed me into your heart. Father in heaven, I also offer you my failures and my shortcomings, the things I am tempted to hide because they make me feel ashamed. I bring them into the light of this morning, trusting that your grace is sufficient to cover every mistake I have made and every mistake I might make today. I don't want to waste energy pretending to be someone I'm not. I want to be honest with you, knowing that your love for me isn't based on my performance, but on the fact that I am your child. Use my weaknesses to show your strength, and let my struggles be the ground where your mercy grows the most. My dear Lord, as I commit this day to you, I pray that I would remain conscious of your presence in every small detail. Let me hear your voice in the quiet moments of the afternoon and feel your hand guiding me when I have to make a difficult decision. I am choosing to be a follower today, letting you take the lead while I simply try to keep pace with your grace. This day is yours, my life is yours, and my heart is open to whatever you have planned for me. Father, my heart overflows with gratitude when I think about the patience you have shown me throughout my life. Thank you for not giving up on me when I was stubborn, and for continuing to knock on the door of my heart, even when I had bolted it shut from the inside. I am so thankful for the gift of this Lenten season, which forces me to slow down and realize that I cannot live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from your mouth. Thank you for the promise of the new heart, a promise that tells me my past does not have to dictate my future, and that renewal is always possible with you. Jesus, I am grateful for the heart of flesh you are giving me, even though being soft can sometimes feel like a risk in a world that values toughness. Thank you for the ability to feel compassion, for the tears that wash my eyes so I can see more clearly, and for the capacity to love others with a bit of the same selfless love you have shown me. I appreciate the way you use the simple things. A kind word from a friend, the beauty of the morning sky, the steady rhythm of my own breathing, to remind me that you are constantly providing for my soul. My King, as I stand in the light of your goodness, I feel the need to ask for your forgiveness for the times I have preferred my heart of stone. I am sorry for the moments when I chose to be cold because it was easier than being kind, and for the times I turned away from someone in need because I didn't want to be inconvenienced. I have often allowed my own self-interest to harden my heart, making me blind to the ways I was hurting those around me. Please, forgive me for my pride, for my quick temper, and for the way I have sometimes held onto grudges as if they were treasures. Father in heaven, I ask for your mercy for the times I have doubted your promises and tried to manufacture my own solutions instead of waiting on your timing. I have been impatient and demanding, acting as if I knew better than you what my life should look like. I am sorry for the way I have neglected my spiritual life, allowing the weeds of worldliness to choke out the seeds of faith you have planted in me. Wash me clean today, Lord, and help me to walk in the freedom that comes from being truly forgiven and truly loved. My dear Lord, I am especially sorry for the ways I have been ungrateful, focusing on what I lack rather than the abundance of blessings you have already poured into my life. I have complained about small things while ignoring the massive miracles that happen every day. The air I breathe, the roof over my head, and the people who love me. Please soften my heart so that I can be a person of constant thanksgiving, finding reasons to praise you even in the middle of a difficult day. I want my life to be a song of gratitude, a response to the incredible mercy you show me every single morning. Father, please help me to forgive myself for the things you have already forgiven. Sometimes my own heart is the hardest on me, replaying my mistakes and whispering that I am not worthy of the new heart you promised. Help me to silence those voices with the truth of your word, accepting that your grace is bigger than my guilt. I want to move forward today with a light spirit, no longer dragged down by the weight of yesterday's errors, but lifted up by the hope of your redeeming love. Jesus, I pray that this renewed heart of mine would be a place where you feel at home. I don't want to just visit with you in the morning and then forget you as soon as I start my car or turn on my computer. I want my heart to be a sanctuary where your spirit can dwell throughout the entire day. Teach me how to maintain the softness you are creating in me, avoiding the things that make me cynical and seeking out the things that keep me humble and open to your influence. My King, I ask for the grace to be patient with the process of renewal. I know that a heart of stone doesn't always turn to flesh overnight, and that there might be parts of me that are still stubborn and resistant to your touch. Give me the perseverance to keep coming back to you, to keep opening my soul, and to keep trusting that you are doing a good work in me. I am a work in progress, and I find such peace in knowing that you are the master artist who never leaves a masterpiece unfinished. Father in heaven, let this Lenten journey be a time of deep, internal transformation that lasts far beyond these 40 days. I don't want to just give something up. I want to become someone new. I want to emerge from this season with a heart that beats in sync with yours, a spirit that is sensitive to your leadings, and a life that bears the fruit of your presence. Thank you for the invitation to change, for the power to grow, and for the love that makes it all possible. My dear Lord, as I look toward the hours ahead, I am leaning entirely on you. I have no confidence in my own ability to stay soft and kind without your help. I am like a branch that can only bear fruit if it stays connected to the vine, and I am choosing to cling to you today with everything I have. Fill me with your spirit, renew my mind, and let the promise of Ezekiel 36:26 be the reality of my life today and every day. My King, as I transition from seeking your mercy into asking for your hand to move in my life, I find myself standing in a place of quiet expectation. I am not coming to you with a list of demands or set of expectations, but with a humble desire to see your will unfold in every corner of my existence. I ask for your peace to settle over my mind right now, especially in those areas where I feel the most restless or unsettled. This peace I seek isn't just the absence of conflict, but the steady, unshakable presence of your spirit within me, reminding me that no matter what the day brings, you are already standing in the middle of it. Jesus, I need your strength today to remain faithful to the small disciplines and the quiet sacrifices of this Lenten season. When I feel the urge to complain, or when my patience wears thin, please remind me of the heart of flesh you are forming within me. Give me the fortitude to choose the narrow path, even when it feels lonely or difficult, knowing that every time I say no to my own selfish desires, I am saying a greater yes to your love. I ask for a physical and spiritual energy that doesn't come from my own effort, but flows directly from your grace, sustaining me through the long hours and the moments of exhaustion. Father, I ask for your guidance and wisdom in every decision I have to make today, whether they seem significant or entirely mundane. I often feel like I am walking through a fog, unsure of which way to turn or how to respond to the challenges that pop up without warning. Please clear my vision and sharpen my discernment so that I can recognize your voice amidst the chatter of the world. I don't want to rely on my own understanding, which is so often clouded by my emotions or my past experiences. I want to rely on your eternal wisdom that sees the end from the beginning. My dear Lord, I bring my need for healing to you today, placing my heart of flesh in your capable hands. I ask that you would touch the places that still feel tender, the old wounds that haven't quite closed, the memories that still bring a sting of pain, and the disappointments that have made me hesitant to hope. Please pour the oil of your Spirit into these areas, bringing a restoration that only you can provide. I am not just asking for the removal of pain, but for the grace to see how you can use my scars as a testimony of your faithfulness and your power to make all things new. Father in heaven, I ask for your protection over my soul and my mind today as I step out into a world that can often be harsh and discouraging. Please guard the new heart you are giving me, keeping it from becoming calloused by the negativity or the indifference I might encounter. I ask for a hedge of protection around my thoughts so that I don't fall into the traps of comparison, jealousy, or despair. Help me to wear the armor of your truth so that when the arrows of doubt or temptation come my way, I can stand firm in the knowledge that I belong to you and that your light is greater than any darkness. My King, I lift up my work to you, asking that you would bless the labor of my hands and the thoughts of my mind. Whether my work is seen by many or done in total hiddenness, let it be an offering that is pleasing to you. Give me the wisdom to handle my responsibilities with integrity and the grace to be a supportive and encouraging presence to my colleagues and those I serve. If I face obstacles or frustrations today, help me to see them as opportunities to practice patience and to rely more heavily on your guidance. I want my productivity to be a reflection of your order and your creativity, bringing a sense of purpose to everything I do. Jesus, I bring my family before you, asking for your special care and blessing over each member of my household. I pray for my children, that they would grow up surrounded by the warmth of your love and the clarity of your truth. Protect them from the influences that seek to harden their hearts and help them to develop a spirit that is sensitive to your leadings from a young age. I ask for your grace to be a parent who leads by example, showing them what it looks like to live with a heart of flesh that is full of mercy and humility. Let our home be a sanctuary of peace, where your presence is felt in every room and in every interaction we have with one another. Father, I pray for my spouse and for the depth of our connection, asking that you would strengthen the bond between us during this season of renewal. Give us the grace to be patient with each other's flaws and to be the first to offer forgiveness when we fall short. Help us to support each other's Lenten journeys, encouraging one another to stay focused on you and to find our ultimate satisfaction in your love. I pray that our marriage would be a living witness to your covenantal faithfulness, showing the world a glimpse of the selfless love you have for your church. My dear Lord, I also want to intercede for those who are struggling today, those who feel like their hearts have turned completely to stone. I pray for the lonely, the forgotten, and those who have lost all hope in the possibility of a better tomorrow. Please reach out to them in ways that only you can, breaking through the walls they have built and reminding them that they are seen and deeply loved. I ask for your mercy for those who are suffering from physical illness, mental health struggles, or the crushing weight of poverty. May they find comfort in the shadow of your wings, and may they experience the miracle of your providing grace. Father in heaven, I lift up our world to you, especially the places torn apart by conflict, division, and injustice. I pray for leaders to be moved by your Spirit, that they might set aside their pride and work for the common good of all people. Please soften the hearts of those who are driven by hatred or greed, and replace their agendas with a desire for peace and reconciliation. I ask that your church would be a beacon of light in these troubled times, showing the world what it looks like to walk with a heart of flesh that is moved by compassion and dedicated to the truth of the gospel. My King, I pray for my local community, for my neighbors, and for those I pass on the street every day without a second thought. Help me to be more aware of the silent burdens people are carrying, and to be ready with a kind word or a helping hand whenever the opportunity arises. I want to be your hands and feet in my neighborhood, bringing a sense of your warmth to the interactions that make up my daily life. Let me not be so caught up in my own plans that I miss the chance to be a blessing to someone else who might be desperately seeking a sign of your goodness. Jesus, as I continue this prayer, I am struck by the beauty of the intercession you offer for us at the right hand of the Father. Thank you for never leaving me to figure things out on my own and for always being my advocate and my peace. I feel a renewed sense of confidence as I place all these petitions into your hands, knowing that you hear every sigh and every unspoken longing of my soul. I trust in your timing and your methods, believing that you are working all things together for my good and for your ultimate glory. Father, I ask for the grace to stay awake to your Spirit as I move through the rest of this morning. Let me not lose the softness of heart I feel right now as soon as the pressures of the day begin to mount. I want to carry this Lenten renewal with me into every conversation, every task, and every quiet moment of reflection. Help me to be a person who breathes in your grace and breathes out your love, making the world a slightly more beautiful place because I have spent this time in your presence. My dear Lord, as I look toward the horizon of this day, I see it as a gift, a blank page where you and I can write a story of faith and surrender together. I am so thankful that I don't have to be perfect to be loved by you, and that your grace is always more than enough for my needs. I lean into your strength, I trust in your wisdom, and I rest in the incredible promise that you are making me new, one heartbeat at a time. This day belongs to you, and I am honored to walk through it as your servant and your child. Taking a moment to look back at our time together this morning, I am reminded of how precious these shared breaths really are. We often think of faith as a destination we have to reach, but as we've seen today, it's much more like a walk through a garden that is slowly beginning to bloom. The heart of stone doesn't just shatter, it melts under the persistent, gentle warmth of a God who refuses to give up on us. As you go about your tasks today, I hope you carry that warmth with you, letting it soften your reactions and brighten your perspective on the people you meet. Humanity is so often defined by our fragility, yet in that very weakness we find the greatest opportunity for God's power to be revealed. We aren't meant to be unbreakable, we are meant to be open. Lent teaches us that being of flesh means being capable of being moved, and that is a beautiful thing. When you feel the weight of the world today, try to remember that you aren't carrying it alone. There is a strength that stands behind you, a grace that goes before you, and a love that dwells within you, guiding every step of this journey toward the light of Easter. Everything we have discussed and prayed for this morning boils down to a simple, profound truth. You are a work of art in the hands of the great Creator. He is not finished with you, and the parts of your life that feel unfinished or messy are simply the places where He is working the most. Trust the process of this Lenten season, and don't be afraid of the changes He is making in your heart. Those changes are the doorway to a freedom and a joy that the world can never take away from you. I am so grateful that we could spend these moments in communion with the Lord together. It is my sincere hope that the words we've shared and the silence we've kept have brought a sense of peace to your soul. Remember that the promise of a new heart is a daily reality, not just a one-time event. You can return to this place of grace whenever you feel the world starting to harden you again. May your day be filled with the quiet realization of God's presence, and may you find yourself surprised by the many ways He shows His love for you in the hours ahead. As we close this time of prayer, let us hold on to the words of St. Francis de Sales, who said, "Do not fear what may happen tomorrow. The same loving Father who cares for you today will care for you tomorrow and every day." We can step into the unknown with confidence because we are stepping into it with Him. Let the rhythm of your grace be the heartbeat of my day, Father, and let the light of your face be the sun that guides my path. I am ready to live this day for you, with a heart that is open, a spirit that is renewed, and a soul that is resting in your infinite mercy. My King, I conclude this prayer with a heart full of hope and eyes fixed on the beauty of your holiness. I surrender my plans to your providence and my life to your love, choosing to believe that the best is always yet to come when I am walking with you. Guide me, protect me, and use me for your glory in all that I do today. I place everything, my past, my present, and my future, safely into your hands, trusting that you will lead me home. Amen.